Okay, good evening, everyone. For today, let's see how we can form or construct a truth table when the values of the truth table or the inputs for a truth table are not given. So we just formulate anything. But let's construct for a 2 inputs giving a 4 output. So we have 2 inputs giving 2 inputs, that is s raised to power 2 equals to 2 raised to power 2 is 4, right? Okay, so we have a total of 4 here. So that means we are looking at 2 inputs against 4 outputs. So let's call our inputs A and B, our inputs. And our output should be, let's call it x0, x1, x2, and x3. This is a total of 4 inputs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 inputs. I'm consciously beginning this index number, the base here, with a 0, 1, 2, 3, so you understand better. Okay, so here the composition here is what? 0, 0, 1, 1 for a 4 input, right? So we have 0, 1, and we have here 0 and 1. Is that understood? Okay, so how do we come across this now? Now this one, the composition here, how do you go about it? How do you analyze this one? Now look at this place is called, the decimal value here is 0. The decimal value here is 1. The decimal value here is 2. The decimal value here is 3. Right? Okay. This is not part of the table. I just brought it for teaching sake. So here, what are we supposed to do? We say that at this row, this is row 0. This is row 0. This is column 0. This is column 0. This is row 0. The first column here is column 0. So at this place now, we call it, everything here should be 0. That is what it means, right? But looking at this place, you have column 0. So where does this thing tally? This is column 1, this is column 2, this is row 1, this is row 2, row 3, column 3, right? So we are looking at the meeting point. The point of intersection is what we call 1. The point of intersection of row and column is what we call 1. Here they meet here, so we call it 1 here. This row, this column 0, row 0, they meet here. This is row 0, column 1, they do not tally, so I'll give it 0. They do not tally here. Column 2, column 3, they do not tally, so I call it a 0. And this is row 1, colon, row 0, colon, row 0, row 1. We are done with row 0. Moving on to row 1 now. This is colon 0. So does it tally? No. We give it a 0. Row 1, colon 1. Does it tally? Yes. Row 1, colon 2. Does it tally? No. Row 1, colon 3. Does it tally? No. Row 2, colon 0. Does it tally? No. Row 2, colon 1. Does it tally? No. Row 2, colon 2. Does it tally? Yes. Row 2, colon 3. Does it tally? No. Row 3, colon 0. Does it tally? No. Row 3, colon 1. Does it tally? No. Row 3, colon 1, colon 2 now. Sorry, colon 2. Does it tally? No. Row 3, colon 3. Does it tally? Yes. So I give it a 1. Wherever it tallies, I give it a 1. Look at row 0, colon 0. Row 1, colon 1. Row 2, colon 2. Row 3, colon 3. The rest of the thing becomes a 0. So if I want to draw a diagram for this thing now, a circle diagram for this thing now, I'll say that this is my x1, right? x0, x1, x2, x3. So meaning x0 is on at this position, only on at this position. The rest is 0. So if I want to draw it now, draw for this one, that means this one becomes 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 for this one. So if I have my A and B like this, like this, right? This is my A bar, this is my B bar. But if I want to draw for this one, it now means that this is 0, so everything is 0. So everything comes down here, giving me this. This one becomes giving me this. Okay, they are AND together. That gives me x0. Okay, so for the next one, look at for this one. For this one, I have for x1, I have here. So I have 0 and 1. So A is still 0 in that position. A is 0, B is 1. So B is on. So it's coming from this place. There is my D, sorry. Just want to do a brief work, please. is my x1. The next one is what? It's on here, so only on here at 1 and 0. So here is 1, I'll bridge it 1, and 0 is for b. B is 0 at this position, so I call it my x2. The last one is, look at it here at this position. At this position, look at, so I have 1 1, everything is 1, so a1, a is on, b is on, calling my x3, right? So I have total of this. That's my output. Look at it here. 2 input giving me 4 output. 2 input giving me 4 output. That is how it goes. So you can use this composition and learn for decoder. Use this composition and learn for encoder too. Okay. If you have any question, you ask on the comment section. You're free to like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Ha! Thank you. Math is fun. Logic circuit is fun. Everything about life is very fun. So let's make life fun, not complicated. Thank you so much.